We're starting a new chapter now, and we're going to take a look at some other drafting tools that are available to you in your AutoCAD toolkit. Now, when I say toolkit, AutoCAD is a toolkit of many different commands and features and functions that allow you to draft a model quickly, accurately, and effectively. So we're going to be taking a deeper dive into the rectangle command, and we're also going to take a look at the polygon command as well. Now, we've got a new drawing for you. It's very similar to the one in the previous set of videos in the previous chapter. This time, though, it's called ground floor plan _ rev 2. The rev 2 stands for revision 2. So it might be the second iteration of your ground floor plan, for example. Now, you'll notice there's some extra bits. We've got some nice shiny new tables and chairs and things, but you'll recognize this landscaped site area that we created in the previous chapter. What I'd like to do is zoom in on it and get it nice and central on your screen like so. That's where we're going to be working for this particular video. So we're going to be taking a look at the rectangle command. Now, before we place the rectangle, just check your layer. Make sure you're using the A700M FFE layer for furniture. We're then going to go up to the draw panel here, home tab on the ribbon draw panel, and click on this little flyout here and select rectangle. Now, one of the ways of placing a rectangle is you can actually give it dimensions. Now, what we're going to do first, though, is pick a corner point. Now, I need you to pick a corner point just up past the door, about sort of, I'm going to go sort of there-ish. And as you come away, can you see it's asking you now for the two sort of dimensions of the rectangle, horizontal and vertical. Now, take a look at the command line at the bottom of the screen. You can also specify area, dimensions, and rotation. If you right-click on the mouse, they're also on the shortcut menu. I'd like you to select dimensions. It's now asking you for the length of your rectangle. Now, the length is, in essence, the horizontal X direction. So that's going to be 3500. Enter. And then it'll ask for the width of your rectangle. You're going to make that 2000. And then enter. So there's your rectangle, 3500 by 2000. Now, here's the clever bit. You can now rotate it around that original point that you clicked. Can you see that? I'm going around it in a circular motion, just moving my mouse around in like a square sort of motion. Can you see? And you can pick a placement now for that rectangle. So you want the top right placement. Can you see that? Top left, top right, bottom left. You want top right, and you just left click. And there's your 3500 by 2000 rectangle placed using this bottom left corner for placement. So that's just another way of placing a rectangle. Now, your rectangle, if you hover over it, it will tell you it is a polyline. Any rectangle you place is a closed polyline. Now, go up to the draw panel, click on the flyout for circle there, and select center radius. Come into the drawing area and pick a point over here, sort of top right in the landscaped area. Left click, drag the mouse out, and you want to put in a radius of 2000, like that, and press enter. So you've got a nice big circle there. Now, this is going to be another piece of furniture in the landscaped area. Now, we're going to utilize the circle as a guide because we're going to place an octagonal 8-sided table in that circle or around that circle. It could be either. You'll see why in a minute. So we go back up to the draw panel, click on the flyout where rectangle is, and you've got rectangle or polygon. This time select polygon. Come into the drawing area and it'll ask for the number of sides. Now, you can have the number of sides for a polygon goes from 3 up to 1024 in AutoCAD, as far as I'm aware. Don't quote me on the 1024, that may have changed. But when you're creating a polygon, it's got to be at least 3 sides, hasn't it? You can't have 2 sides, that won't work. It's got to be 3 sides, a triangle. We want 8 sides, an octagon. So we're going to type in 8 as our number of sides and press enter. Now it'll ask for the center of the polygon. This is where the circle comes in useful. Just drift up to the circle and touch on it. Your center snap should still be on your object snaps. You don't have to go all the way into the center of the circle either. With that center appearing as it is now, with the crosshair touching the circle, the center snap is highlighted. Just left click. Now, here's where you get asked two options. Do you want your polygon inscribed inside the edge of the circle, or circumscribed about the circle, going around the outside edge of the circle? I want it outside, so I'm going to go circumscribed, as in circumference, and then I just drag vertically upwards. Can you see there's my 8-sided table? As I come there, I get an intersection with the circumference of the circle, left click. So there you go, there's my octagon table. Now we don't need the circle anymore. Click on the circle there, make sure you don't get the octagon, and just right click and erase on the shortcut menu, and there's our 8-sided outdoor table in our landscaped area. So that's a deeper dive into the rectangle command and how to create a nice simple circumscribed polygon. Have a play around maybe with the inscribed and the circumscribed to see what they do, but it's always a good idea to create a circle first and use the center of the circle as the center of your polygon.